preset code. And I'm okay with this. I think the code, Robert, that you had is that given by Dr. Groves?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I would use that liberally. I would not do any, like the one thing you should have got from this class is these are tools. You use them to make your life easier. I don't feel like that message comes through in JEDI. I think it's actually the tech labs that are supposed to help you learn how to use Mathematica. What they should do is just throw you in to say, do it by hand if you want to. See you later and see what happens. Eventually people are going to go, oh, I think it's a lot easier. Use this. And code will be shared because if you're allowed to use a tool and you know it's going to make your life easier, you have motivation to do it. I mean, that was motivation for me anyways. So use preset code like you had from Dr. Groves. There's several problems where you have to find critical points and generate a phase portrait. However, when you put your data onto the exam, make sure you say, I used code, you still have to document everything and let us know. Largely, I ask you to do this not because of honor violations, but I ask you to do this so I know where the gaps are if there is a gap. Don't make me get into your mind. My mind's already a mess. You don't want me jumping into your mind too and trying to guess what you're thinking. Don't make me guess. Put in the details of, I got this picture from Mathematica. This is what it looks like. Number your axes. Because if you didn't number your axes, I don't know, like, did you take a screenshot of something on the internet? I have no idea. Put those numbers on the axis, label everything out. And I have that, like, on the top of the test. We've actually be legible, be clear, walk us through things. But I'm telling you, the grading will go so much nicer if you please the reviewer. Sometimes I see stuff coming back here from, a response to reviewers where it's like the politest FU inside that response. Like, that's going to make the reviewer grumpy, and they're not going to be on your side. So don't make us grumpy, right? We are your reviewers. Explain to us what you had to do. Make it easy for us. It'll be easy for us to give you a better grade that way too, if we don't have to connect the dots. So use the preset code. I would use Excel also, and I would preset it. There's going to be an Euler's method in there. Preset it so that you have the stats. So all you have to do is go, whoop, scroll down. Put your own function in there. You don't know what the function is, put another function in there and get it ready to roll. Then this is the formula for Euler's method. I had preset code. I crunched it through Excel, and this is what I got. So that walk us through it so it doesn't become like, oh, did Nico share his code with everybody and nobody else has a clue? Show us that you have that clue and don't make us guess. All right, that's the second tip. The other things I was thinking, I would have preset code also for equilibrium values. I would have something there with a matrix. I wouldn't have preset code for Jacobians because we want to see that Jacobian on and where you got it from on your test. But I would have checkers just to make sure, did I get the Jacobian right? You could actually code that. They probably have even a function that does Jacobians for you, so you can cross-check it. So put down on the test, this is what we have for the Jacobian. This is what I got. Check it. You got an answer manual with you on the test, so you can do all the work. Just go check it. Did I do the work right? So I think you should walk out of here with 100. There's no, you know what's on it. Believe it or not, there's like a theory that I've heard several times, and I actually tested this. Like, I go into education sometimes, and I think we're mathematicians. We work on data. We should have data to support some of the things we're trying to do. So there's this prevailing belief that you should get something on the test you've never seen before. And my question to that is, what if you were trained to take the IOCT? Every day you went to DPE and they trained you to take the IOCT, and the day of the test, they said, well, we've got you physically fit. Now we're going to give you the ACFT. Surprise! It's going to, you get people ready for a difficult thing. So if we're asking you to do some things that are challenging, we got you ready for it. There should be no surprises. You should be able to knock it all out. You should be able to walk out of here with 100. Right? Because you know what's on there. And you have this to check your work. The other tip I think I'd say is, I'm trying to think of any other questions on there. I said this one already. There's a lot of reasons. Like if I'm sitting at my desk and I'm doing something by myself and I need to figure something out, I'm not writing, I did this, I did this, I did this. Because I know how to, and sometimes I get things wrong and I spend a lot of time hunting for my error. I spend more time hunting for my error than if I just had done it clean in the first place. However, you're sitting on a tee, you're trying to explain something to me, it's not a dialogue. By the time I'm grading the tee, you're going to probably be packing your things to get out. So it's not like you're not going to be able to come back to me and say, I meant this. So don't give me chicken scratch over here, chicken scratch over there, and then have me guess how these things all align. Just line it up. Even if you have to do chicken scratch, we'll have white paper in here for you, so you have extra paper to do scratch work that you can attach. But put a clean version on so that I can follow what you're doing. And same with Dr. Groves. We are also unbelievably. I've had very little sleep this past week, just like you. There's so much going on this week. You got all your projects. Someone has to grade all those, so they're going to be doing that. I didn't give you anything. I do that as a blessing for both of us. I don't want to grade things in this week, and I don't want you to have to do your best work is not going to come from this week. But for all of us, we have had meetings, farewells, people PCS out. So last night I was here till 5, which means that I'm not home till 6:30. Then I have to get up at 4 and do it again. So every day has been like that this week. So we're exhausted too. So make it easy for us as you're writing your tee up. And I think you have time on the tee, especially with these extra tools on there. Okay, any other questions? Okay,